Hiya Tom, great to see you again yesterday. Superb session, your swing's coming on a treat as we've already discussed, looking really good with the season coming up. The little bit of a thin shot and to the left that you were suffering from at the start of the session is due to too much of a rate of closure on the way through. We just zoom that out a little bit for you. We can see here that as we come through and the right arm is getting across the chest, we've got too much closure on the club face. The shaft is aiming too far to the left, and that's a result of excessive forearm rotation or hand action on the way through. So just fractionally too much hand action. So what we suggest that you do is you make some swings and hit some shots, concentrating on keeping the arms straight as you come through, stopping at chest height. So we're trying to maintain that sort of quiet hand action coming through. If the hands are too active, the club face closes down too quickly, i.e. it's square at impact, which presents the problem of the ball starting off too straight or slightly left. You can see there now as you come through, much quieter with your hands, much more online with the shaft as we come through, and you're only talking fractions at the end of the day. It's not a massive amount, but we've just got a slightly slower rate of closure on the way through, and as a result that shot that starts straight and draws is a thing of the past. Whenever we flip, we tend to also catch it a little bit thin. Then we look at the driver, and this was a big change for you. We talked about the problem you were having with a low launch on the driver, and one of the things we suggested was that instead of stacking both centres over the ball like you would with an iron, which would produce, I'm going to concentrate on your zip line, a zip line, something like illustrated with the red line. What we're going to do on driver is a slight change. We're going to move the lower centre forward and keep the upper centre in line with the middle of your stance. So when you're stacking with your irons, you're doing it over the golf ball, and when you're stacking with your driver, you're stacking over the centre of your stance. From that position now, with the hips moved a little bit more towards your target, we've got a little bit of spine tilt, which is going to help us hit the driver a little bit more on the upswing. We take a nice backswing. You can see the beautiful position in the centre of your stance. Make that nice move forward. Left knee getting out much more in front of you than it used to. Left foot now much more planted through impact than it was before. And we can see as we're coming into impact, we've got that nice tilt in the spine that helps bring the driver out of its descent and allow us to get some launch on it. Into the follow through, much better extension here than we used to have, much better body angles. Not so long ago that upper body would have been out in front of your hip position. So all in all, a super session. We've learned a little bit about how to control the iron shots, and more than anything, we really understand now how to launch your driver. Good luck with it, and I'll speak again in a week or so's time. Well done.